Knitting your first scarf is a rewarding and enjoyable project, especially when you're using basic knitting stitches. Here's a step-by-step guide to get you started. Materials needed. Knitting needles, size appropriate for your yarn. Yarn, worsted weight or similar, in your desired color. Scissors. Tapestry needle, for weaving in ends. Step 1. Choose your yarn and needles. Select a soft, medium-weight yarn in a color you love. Worsted weight yarn is a good choice for beginners. Choose knitting needles that are appropriate for your yarn. Check the yarn label for recommended needle size. Step 2. Cast on stitches. Start by casting on stitches onto one of your needles. The long tail cast-on method is commonly used for beginners. Leave a long tail, about 6 to 8 inches, before making your slip knot. Cast on the number of stitches you want for your scarf. A typical scarf width is around 20 to 30 stitches, but you can adjust this based on your preference. Step 3. Knit the first row. Hold your needle with the cast-on stitches in your left hand and the empty needle in your right hand. Insert the right needle into the first stitch on the left needle from front to back. Wrap the yarn around the right needle counterclockwise. Slide the right needle down and towards you, pulling the new loop through the first stitch. Slip the old stitch off the left needle. You have now knitted your first stitch. Repeat this process across the entire row until all stitches are on the right needle. Step 4. Continue knitting rows. After knitting the first row, turn your work so that the needle with the stitches is in your left hand again. Repeat the knitting process, inserting the right needle into the first stitch, wrapping the yarn, pulling the loop through, and slipping the old stitch off, for each row. Continue knitting rows until your scarf reaches your desired length. Remember to keep the tension consistent for even stitches. Step 5. Bind off stitches. Once your scarf is the desired length, it's time to bind off. Knit the first 2 stitches of the row. Use the left needle to lift the first stitch over the second stitch and off the right needle. Knit the next stitch, then lift the previous stitch over it and off the needle. Repeat this process until only one stitch remains. Cut the yarn, leaving a tail of a few inches, and pull the tail through the last loop to secure it. Step 6. Finish and block your scarf. Weave in any loose ends using a tapestry needle. Block your scarf by gently washing it, if the yarn allows, and laying it flat to dry, stretching it slightly to even out the stitches. Step 7. Enjoy your handmade scarf. Your first knitted scarf is now complete. Wrap it around your neck and enjoy the warmth and satisfaction of wearing something you made with your own hands. With practice, you'll become more comfortable with basic knitting stitches and can explore more advanced techniques to create a wide variety of knitted items. Happy knitting!